All right, we're getting towards the end here, the fourth session. This is board 24. And this is one of those hands that it's just funny how little decisions can have huge consequences. So at most tables, the East hand made a Michael's cubid, showing hearts and a minor. And then when North ended up in spades, they used that distributional information to go against the 8 ever 9 never thing and finesse West for the spade queen. But at our table, Greg just overcalled 2 hearts, and North played ace king of spades, and I got my queen. So yeah, what was your reasoning and your thinking, Greg, behind 2 hearts rather than 2 spades?
A small collection of things, not the least of which is that I'm aware that this particular partner has a strong distaste for Michael's cubids.
It's not my favorite convention.
Yeah.
I will admit.
And
we've played a bunch of different alternatives to Michael's over the years, right? Like we played top and bottom, and we played some version of Guestum at some point.
Yeah, all of which I like quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so I'm aware, and I think we had even discussed earlier this day your distaste for Michael's. So that's a little bit of it, which whatever, it's on our card, we could still play it.
Sure.
However, I think with 6 hearts and 5 diamonds, I don't love it. If my red suits were reversed in shape, I think it's a lot more attractive. Also, on this hand, I'm not sure I want to force our partnership to the 3 level. There's no reason to think that we have a fit, and forcing us to the 3 level with a random 9 count seems like a lot. Like in general, I like Michael's to be either purely preemptive or very strong, and the in-between hands can just overcall one suit and bid the other. But the specific case of 1 spade, 2 spades really needs to be a pretty good hand. You're forcing partner for the same reason that you need a good hand to reverse, right? Partner must bid at the 3 level. You need some sort of safety in doing that. And here, even though my heart suit's not especially good, I just felt like I was going to probably just take 1 call with this hand, and I decided it was going to be 2 hearts.
Yeah, and with 6 hearts, there's plenty of times when partner's going to have 2 hearts and 3 diamonds or something, and you make a Michael's cubid and you just end up playing in diamonds, which is fine, but at match points, you might want to be in the major.
And there's that match point argument again.
Yeah, stupid match points. Yeah, and so I just love these little things that make this huge difference.
Yep.
Right? Like,
yeah, so
to this hand really.
There's this hand is just 8 ever 9. You have a 9 card fit missing the queen, and you have to decide whether to finesse or play for the drop. And if you heard a Michael's cubid on your right, and you know there are 10 non-black cards, the finesse is a huge favorite.
Huge.
It's almost automatic. And in fact, like looking at the scores, I mean, it is interesting to see that there are a few other 450s, but there's a lot of 480s.
Right.
There are also some very large numbers for people saving in hearts. There's some 1400s.
Well, let's see. We're losing a spade and a heart or 2.
At least I don't think I can get to your hand to lead a heart towards me. I may lose 3 heart tricks.
This is true. And you've got diamond losers. Yeah, I mean you have a lot of losers.
It's bad.
Yeah. So 6-5 come alive, but you got to have some entry to the other hand to lead up when your suits are kind of beaten like this.
Yeah, come alive doesn't mean keep bidding until you're doubled.
Oh, I thought that's what it meant.
Yeah.
Come alive. You just bid, and then you bid some more, and then eventually Zia doubles you. Yeah. So, this is not like a brilliant decision, but it's a philosophy kind of thing, and it's hand evaluation. And just when you're this like middling week, there's a good chance you're going to end up on defense. And so not giving all that information away with a Michael's Q bid, that's another advantage here of the 2 heart bid. And that's what worked out well for us. So I don't want to claim like this was brilliance. This is why we deserve to win. But these little things add up.
What do you think of the 4 spade bid by Sal?
It's not my style.
Mm.
I mean, I would bid 3 hearts.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you're forcing the game here, though, I assume.
Yeah. I mean, it's 11 high card points, but with the singleton heart and the 5 card suit, and I mean, yes, I'm definitely forcing the game.
Right. No, it's just I didn't think about it until I was looking at this, but you're going to force the game, and then there's also the notion that like with a 2-level overcall on your right, slam might be out of reach.
It's unlikely.
So
sure.
maybe 4 spades is not crazy.
It's not a bad bid,
but they're clearly not. It's not like they're playing precision or something. So
right.
Partner could have a big hand, but if you trust the 2 heart overcall, maybe giving up on slam is okay. I don't know.
And having a really wide range for the 4 spade bid has benefit to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Wes has a hard time knowing, is it this hand, this 11, 13, whatever point hand, or is he doing it on 5 spades and a 2 count? So, I mean, that's one of the great advantages of a limited 1 spade opening, like in precision, that you can make this 4 spade bid on any number of hands. But yeah, if you are willing to say with a 2-level overcall, slam is so remote, I'm just gonna go. But it does have the downside too. If Wes now bids 5 hearts, your partner's kind of in the dark about what type of hand you have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so now it's incumbent upon you to be the one to double, even though your hand is somewhat offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I would Q bid. I like to, that way you claim ownership of the hand. So you're like clearly in a forcing pass if they bid 5 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just anticipating that decision.
That's true. The Q bid has many more benefits other than slam exploration.
Right. Letting partner know that you have a hand is useful, especially, like I said, for that forcing pass.
One other thought about this Michael's inference thing. Do you think it's taking the logic too far to think that maybe there's some merit? Imagine my 10 of clubs was a void, and instead I had Queen Doubleton of spades.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any merit to the idea that hand should bid Michael's?
Make a Michael's Q bid because they're going to, I mean,
in an effort to get them to not drop your Queen of Spades because you don't know at that time that they have a 9-card fit and they're going to play in spades. Like you don't know those things.
Right.
So I don't know if that's taking the logic too far, because the benefit of having a stiff spade was not part of my thinking of not bidding Michael's. I see it worked out great here, but
yeah, I mean, Queen Doubleton of spades is a downgrade for the Michaels, like as you bid it offensively. But then, yes, when you Michaels or you preempt or something, and then you end up with honors in your short suits, yeah, that can make it hard for declarer, and they get those things wrong a lot. So it's a flaw until you end up on defense, and then you're like, yes, always finesse into me. All right. Well, thanks, Greg. This has been a lot of fun. Sure. You played so well over these 4 days we played together.
As did you.
It was a pleasure.
Better on day 2, I think.
But yes. I mean, yeah, that's when it counted. And so hopefully we'll be back and do some more of these. But I hope you all enjoy the videos, and maybe we'll win again in Providence and have to do another set.
Ooh.
That sounds like fun.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, everybody.